What's up, everybody? Welcome back to our channel. I'm Bree.
And I'm Evan.
And this is Reality Check TV. Here's where we discuss some of our favorite reality shows to watch together as the couple. So if you love reality TV like we do, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you can get notified anytime we post a new review. Wow. I was not expecting that. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a long time, I feel like, but it really hasn't. I know we were gone last week, but we got good reason. It was somebody special's birthday last week, y'all. It's Aquarius season, y'all. So it was the turn up all week, and I was tired. I couldn't take it no more.
I'm not telling you how old I turned.
Yeah, Evan was trying to prove a point last week. Like, I'm not getting old, so let me be out here in these streets. And see me, I couldn't hang. It was too much. It was too much. I can't take it. We was doing too much. And then tomorrow's Valentine's Day. We got more. Like, it's never ending. Y'all save me. Save me. Why your hands mounted like that?
Just been a past 2 busy weeks, man. Yeah. I need to slow down.
You do. You getting old, player. You a little old. Getting up there. Just saying. But y'all, for real, we were out last week really zoning in and celebrating my man's birthday. So forgive us. Okay, and shout out to all of the Aquarius out there. I hope that you guys are enjoying your birthday season. Celebrate safely. But we are back. We know why you guys are here. I'm going to tell y'all, we ain't really missed nothing. It wasn't a lot, so we was good. But we going to keep it positive. This is the week of love. Happy Valentine's Day to you all. I hope you are celebrating, and it don't matter if you with somebody or not. Celebrate love. I love Valentine's Day. I really do. I love all holidays, but I love Valentine's Day. So you guys are going to be my Valentines. Anyways.
Run.
That is the theme for this week. So it's not a coincidence that every video that we're going to roll out this week is going to have something to do with love, right? We got Love and Marriage DC right now. We got Ready to Love, which that's going to be a 5-minute video, y'all. For real. For real. Okay? Because they on the chopping block. And then tomorrow is the debut of Love is Blind. We have never reviewed that show before, but we have to give commentary this season. We have to. So I'm going to make an exception because they are in our hometown. They will be right here in Charlotte. So we felt like it's only right for us to go ahead and, give our opinion here and there. Mm-hmm. We are going to include it as our weekly wrap up. Y'all, that's still a thing, right? We ain't get rid of it. It's just we had to put it on pause because the shows just ain't showing no more. Like, these reality shows are trash. But we will be back with that, give our commentary on that after we watch it tomorrow and I guess the rest of the week. What else is going on with the love theme?
Not a damn thing.
Okay, well.
Not a damn thing.
That wasn't very lovable.
I mean, because TV's not lovable right now. These platforms, these streaming platforms are not lovable right now.
They're really not. They're really not. I'm really trying to stay positive, but it's a drought that's going on right now with reality TV. So we just kind of doing what we can, working with what we got, y'all. Okay, so stay with us. Mm-hmm. But before we get into our commentary about the last 2 episodes of Love and Marriage DC, y'all know I want to give a little shout out. Okay, now remember I told you guys maybe like a month ago that here and there we are going to really take the time out to celebrate you all, to show our love to you all, for all of the support. We greatly appreciate it. Mm-hmm. And so if you want to be shouted out on our channel, just make sure to comment and like the video and subscribe. Make sure you're subscribed first, then like, and then go ahead and comment, okay? And we accept all comments, okay? But with love. With love. Let's not be negative, okay? But today, in this episode, I wanted to give a special shout out to Tessa Talks TV 2232. Okay, now Miss Tessa, I absolutely love this subscriber. Number one, because I feel like she's one of our day ones. Mm-hmm. But more importantly, this is a prime example of a person that we don't always agree. She don't always agree with us. And I love it. I love when y'all don't always agree with us. Like, y'all don't have to. Like, I love, in my real life, y'all, I'm a debater. I love to debate it down. I love it. Okay? So, please, like, if whatever your opinions are, share them. And then I also love that she interacts with the other people that's in the comments. She's always leaving a comment. She's super active in our comment section of our videos. Thank you so much for the support. We really, 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 really love you. I appreciate you. I know I haven't been able to answer all of your comments, but I see you. We see you.
Shout out to Tessa on the track.
Yes. Yes. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Mwah. Happy Valentine's Day. Okay. So now it's about that time. You ready?
We're back.
Let's get into it. Okay, y'all. So, instead of going blow by blow, y'all, we're not going to even pretend. This show is not interesting enough to even have to go scene by scene. There's really only 3 really big topics to talk about that was discussed in episode 2 and 3 that we felt like would be an interesting discussion, right? So first up is, let's talk about this Lil Jamie versus Quick situation, okay? This took place in episode 2, so last weekend, and it all started, this is kind of picking up from last season, where there was a scene between Quick and Ashley in their bedroom, and they were talking about their kids, their son, specifically their teenage son, right? And Quick going on his rant about how he not doing enough and how he gonna follow the wrong crowd and blah, 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 blah. Well, he gave a very horrible example by using little Jamie as, I guess, the poster child of bad teenagers, right? So he made a comment about how, and I don't remember, forgive me, I don't remember Ashley and Quick's son's name. Their teenage boy. I don't remember his name, but let's just say Little Quick. He was like, Little Quick is not a bad kid. Little Quick is not a bad kid. See, Lil Jamie, he was a bad kid. Little Quick isn't, right? Like, he said something along those lines. Well, of course, watching it back, that didn't sound right? I think most people received it the way Little Jamie did. Where first, I think the first thing that came to mind was like, well, why you bringing Little Jamie into it? Why you had to use him as an example? Well, y'all remember, this show is so old. We already went through this, right? Last year, they got into it online, or I'll say Little Jamie kind of was going at it on his own. And it kind of hit a couple of blogs that care about this show. So we already kind of saw this play out a year ago, but y'all know they're behind. So here we are. Well, Ashley and Arena thought that it would be necessary for them to have a sit down to kind of hash out, how they're feeling, because Quick felt a way about Little Jamie getting on social media, running his mouth, and saying things about Quick and just being extra on social media. So, the Silvers went to Arena and Jamie's house to have a sit down with Little Jamie. Well, that went quickly left, okay? Here's my opinion, right? We don't got to go back and forth about what was said and who said what and all this other stuff in the middle of this scene. You know, now to our opinion. Do you want to go first about the Lil Jamie and Quick situation?
Y'all can make it short and simple for y'all. My thing is number one, short man syndrome. Because y'all know Quick was going to yell. You know, that's how short people feel tall right there. You know, that you got to raise your voice thinking it raises your legs, you know. But anyway, it's one of those things where I was kind of more on Quick side of things. My thing is no, like you didn't have to use Lil Jamie as an example when it comes to teenagers acting a fool. Obviously it did hurt Lil Jamie because he went on social media going on a rant, which I feel is pretty embarrassing because number one, like I said, if you view Quick as this figure in your life, and Quick made a good point. He said, Jamie has hit me up about trying to get into parties and everything else in the world. So if you had an issue, why couldn't you hit my phone?
I get that
and I understand
point.
you're hurt, but why didn't you hit my phone? What Lil Jamie wanted was he wanted a scene, he wanted a crowd. He decided to put that stuff on social media, trying to be petty back, but it's looking stupid because from a man to another man, why are you trying to go at me on social media? Hit my phone. It's not like we're enemies and we don't have each other's phone numbers. I've been here to watch you grow up. If I upset you or whatever, let me know. I'm gonna apologize. But you know, we're on a different level now where you go on social media bashing me and not coming to me as a man, letting me know how I made you feel. So for me, I feel Lil Jamie in the wrong. Like I said, Quick, you know, you gotta understand who you're talking about. My thing is, as we know, Lil Jamie is sensitive. So my thing, Quick, knowing that, you know, you probably could have came up with another example than somebody who looks at you as that figure.
His example could have been him.
Yeah.
That could have been his
Instead
example.
of somebody else that looks at your feelings, because obviously you hurt his feelings. So Quick, you know, I feel Quick should apologize for that. They both owe each other an apology at the end of the day, honestly.
Okay, so here's my thing. I feel like both can be true at the same time, y'all. Like both can exist, right? And it's so like perfect timing, even though we're behind on talking about this episode. Y'all know we gonna sprinkle in a little bit of pop culture right now. Everything that is happening this evening or today between Monique and her son, where y'all know Monique did an interview on Club Shay Shay, and you know all hell broke loose. And now all of a sudden, her oldest child, her oldest son, has come out of all of these years. He has come out and he has, you know, expressed his feelings about he talked about the realities that he feel is true regarding the relationship between him and his mother. And I know that he's being attacked by a lot of people because a lot of people feel like, why are you putting this on social media? Same thing. Why did little Jamie put this on social media? Like, you know, a real man would go to somebody man to man. In Monique's son's case, everybody's like, you should have kept this off of social media. This is family's business and blah, blah, blah. I see the point, right? I feel like I am old enough to know a life before social media, but then I'm also young enough to grow up with social media. And so that's just the way of life now. That seems to be how a lot of people express themselves.
Unfortunately.
And it's unfortunate. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it at all, right? But that's just the lay of the land right now. So I don't agree with that. But at the same time, I cannot ignore the fact, the good point that little Jamie brought up when it came to Quick, when he said you brought this on social media. He was like, well, you said what you said on TV, which is another social platform. And I mean, I get that. That is true. And I know that you said when we talked about it that you feel like, well, the whole purpose of reality TV is to act like the cameras aren't there. But yes, that is what the illusion is supposed to be. But at the end of the day, you still have a camera in front of your face. And there's a lot of things that people do not say on reality TV because there's a camera in front of them, right? Yep. So there's always going to be a little bit of producing yourself when you're on reality TV. And so I think that he definitely used the wrong choice of words. Mm-hmm. I still stand by, he could have just used himself as an example, because it seemed like he, wasn't the best kid either growing up. And so when trying to relate to your son, who's a teenager, use yourself. Like, you don't want to go down this road. I've been through blah, blah, blah. You don't have to use somebody else's child as an example for that, right? Now, let's be honest. If we aren't on TV, you definitely are going to say, now you want to end up like this broke ass blah, blah, blah over here. You see how he living at home with his parents? You want to be him? Black parents do it all the time. So in the real world, I get it. But when you are on a social platform, where you're on a public platform, whether that's social media or a reality show, you do have to filter what you say if you are not ready or prepared for the consequences. So, right, like, you can stand by what you said, but of course he's going to feel away, right? So that is my thing also when it comes to Monique and her son. At the end of the day, I feel like both can exist. I don't know what it's like to grow up with a famous parent, so I can't tell him what his experience is. But I think that I know that both can exist. She could have not been the best parent. She could have been a really bad mom, and they can deal with their family stuff. But at the same time, that should not, it shouldn't debunk everything that she has put out there about her experience in Hollywood. But that's another situation where at the end of the day, y'all just gonna be mad because, again, y'all got something against black women. But conversation for another time.
So to end that route, one thing that was foolish that Bigger Jamie said to Quick was that, if anybody's going to call my son a bum or a loser or whatever, it's going to be me. Very counterproductive. You should be the one boosting your son and let the outsiders say that.
It should be the very extreme opposite.
But y'all know Big Jamie's not the sharpest tool we have right now. So, shout out to representing the DMV. Not the sharpest. So we have a scene with the guys that showed up at Quick's wrestling, I guess you would say, venue. I don't know, Quick and simple. Quick invested in a wrestling company, bankrupt. But anyways, he invested in a wrestling company where I guess he's hosting wrestling matches. Looking at that video, like, I'm the type of person, I watch wrestling, and let me tell you, I hope them dudes do not quit their day job. They do not look like wrestlers. Evan. But anyways, Evan. The guys, Quick invites the guys to come over there, get in the ring, try some moves, blah, 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 blah. They catch up, what men do. And they decide to have a conversation about Clifton and Carmen's weird relationship. The guys really want to know the Clifton. They really want to know, like, what's this all about? This looks kind of odd, weird, a little too much. And Clifton lets them know, hey, okay, so I met Carmen on Ready to Love. On that season we had a little bit of connection, for a little bit. At the end of the day, I ended up picking Joy, but she's still a cool person, and she works with me as my assistant, I believe.
No, PR.
His PR for his little unisex beard company, aka Ashley said that.
Well, no, it wasn't for his company. He said that she is his PR person since they came off of the show. So PR is public relations.
Clifton has no platform to have a PR person.
I'm just telling you.
Anyways, we're not going to go deep down that hole. He has no platform to need a PR person. He's keeping her around for some weird ass reasons. But anyway, so, Clifton catches them up, lets them know what the deal is. They talk about Joy and Ashley a little bit, about the foolishness they have going on. The guys were very enamored with this Carmen situation, It's like, you're married, she used to like you, how does Joy take this? And, Clifton's like, we're all, they're friends, they became friends on the show, throuple, But I don't know. It's my opinion. What they have going on is some weird shit. the guys had that same facial expression I have because you guys are married. And of course, oh, by the way, Black just found out Joy and Clifton are married too, by the way.
Yeah, we'll get to that part in a second.
But you guys are married, and Carmen goes with y'all everywhere. You know, Carmen's posting Instagram photos and stories with Clifton, who's a married man, as if you would think that's his wife. And there's no joy in sight.
Well, okay, a couple of details. So, yes, they are posting, or she is posting. I don't know if he's also posting it on his
I don't think it was him. I think
social media. But regardless, there has been, no, he has. Mm-hmm. Because there has been multiple comments underneath some of their pictures and videos about how, oh, you guys are a beautiful couple. And the bigger issue is that Clifton has never corrected anybody under those posts or anything. Y'all, this to me, this is why Joy and Clifton will be signed on to do another season of this show. We found their reasoning now. Now we found their purpose of being here, because this is about to be a hot ass mess. First of all, I know a couple of you guys in our comments, and I was shocked. Y'all said that y'all like Joy and Clifton. My only question for you is, did you watch their season of Ready to Love? Okay. If you have and you still like them, it's like, okay, more power to you. Well, let me give you some food for thought. Joy does not for 1 second come off like a girl's girl. She comes off as a person that will always take the word of a man over a woman. That's her thing. It can be a little bit, not a little bit, a lot of bit of a pick me energy. I mean, that is the whole purpose of Ready to Love. Ready to Love is literally pick me. You are dating other people and you want to be picked by a person that you feel like you have a connection with. You know, that's just the hard truth of it. And the fact that you went on the show, right? And she acted the way she did and how she treated and interacted with the other ladies on the cast, it just proves my point about we know exactly who Joy is and her style. She's not my type of chick. By no means. It's very sad because the way that Clifton is playing you in front of your face, the disrespect. He says that he created this beard oil. This is his oil. He says out of his mouth that then Joy was supposed to then execute the whole brand and and launch the product. Like, she was supposed to do everything. All he did was say he wants to do this, and she took the baton and ran with it. Then he decides to meet with an ex-girlfriend, because we're going to call her an ex-girlfriend. She was a contestant on the show as well. She was also someone that Clifton had a connection with, right? She was also extremely thirsty on the show. Let me be very clear. Carmen was extremely thirsty on this show, okay, and doing whatever she needed to do to get picked. Clifton did not pick her. He chose to leave with Joy. And she's still sitting around, like she's still around because y'all are friends. Girl. She told Arena in this last episode that, you know, I can assure you, like, I wholeheartedly trust Carmen. And for you to be on TV and say that about another woman that was on TV dating your man, that's amazing to me. I'm sorry, I am not that progressive at all. There will be no scenario or situation where there is a woman constantly hanging around me and Evan. No. It can't be a thing. And we're married? Like, no, we're not. That. In what world? This doesn't even make any sense. The scene with Carmen meeting up with Clifton for lunch or whatever, so he can talk about his beard oils with her, and she comes up and like she's touching his beard because he had her touch his beard. It was so cringy, and inappropriate. Like, I am laying on the couch about to fall asleep because the episode was just like blah blah blah, and then that happened. I said, wait a minute now, what is going on here? This is so inappropriate. The conversation between the two of them was inappropriate. Like, he flat out said like how he's still attracted to her. Like, what is happening? Like, what's going on? Then he comes home after Carmen, after Carmen says to him how basically Joy isn't doing what she needs to do. You need me to take this to the next level, right? It was the way she was talking. It was a body language. It was, they weren't talking about beard oil. He gets home and then relays that message to his woman. He relays that message to Joy. Basically, Carmen told me you wasn't doing enough. And she allowed him to son her. After she is the only one that has been putting in any effort or work, that's what it sounds like, in this beard oil. And she flat out said, like, I haven't been able to give it as much attention as I wanted to, or like I was at the beginning, because you had your surgery and I was taking care of you. Clifton also comes off as the type where he is looking for a maid and a woman to take care of him. That's what he gives. That's literally what he's saying. You came up with an idea and then it was up to her as your wife to create the business. Like, doesn't sound like a partnership at all. The whole thing was inappropriate. We are here to see where this is going to go, but it's going to go straight to hell. There's nothing good that's going to come out of this situation. You know, Joy, prepare yourself for the rumors to even start circling about him sleeping with Carmen. I'm pretty sure the viewers and subscribers are already on it, trying to find all of the evidence. It was just disgusting.
And I'm pretty sure Carmen enjoys the rumors.
That's what she wants. She wants that. Because also Joy comes off as an insecure woman. Mm-hmm. I mean, just say what it is, right? And we all have insecurities, but, you know, I think Joy's has more insecurities than what should be healthy with a woman her age. And I think that Carmen's able to pick up on that. Yeah. And she's using that. She's getting close to you, girl, because she's trying to get to your man. Like, you don't see that? Do you know how many Lifetime movies done taught us this lesson as little girls? And that's what I'm talking about, having your mom or some type of female figure in your life, because they was watching Lifetime movies. So we already knew this was going to happen.
And, you know.
Like, what?
And the circle of that, you know, this whole Carmen, Clifton, Joy Brigade made its way to the pet store. In which Big Jamie, Arena, and whose mom was that?
That's Arena's mom.
Arena's mom. We're not gonna go into this lizard shit they got going on over there. But
it was a bearded dragon.
Disgusting.
That's what you call it?
Yeah.
It was horrible.
But, you know, they got in conversation at the pet store in which Arena wanted to know Jamie's, you know, his view on the situation with, you know, Joy, Clifton, and Carmen. In which Jamie did not want to answer. He really was just like, yeah. You know, he gave us 2 cents, but he really didn't want to answer. And Arena really wanted to know what he thought. And Jamie was still pushing, like, I ain't got to answer that question. Like, you know, because, you know, and, you know, Jamie pretty much was saying how he didn't want to answer it because it's bringing back old shit. In which he brought up Arena and her old friend who used to post her.
Not her friend. That was her business partner.
Her business partner.
And that's important to mention.
Okay, business partner who would post Arena saying, you know, happy birthday, sis, or shouting her out on social media as her business partner. And Jamie did mention, too, on his phone about seeing past text messages from men that wanted to have sex with his wife.
Allegedly.
Okay. But Jamie, he didn't want to answer because he didn't want to go back down that rabbit hole. But he was so hell-bent to not give his response to say how he felt, which pissed Lorraine off because she wanted to know. And it was important for her to know how you felt about this situation. But as y'all know, Jamie knows how to dodge everything, as I'm learning with him. And what Jamie says goes. So Big Jamie ain't gonna say shit. So
Big Jamie ain't gonna say shit about
And
what?
I believe he called her, what did he call her? Hypocrite, too. He just kept calling her.
He kept calling her a hypocrite.
Yeah.
She's basically trying to say that the Carmen, Joy, Clifton situation is what happened, or the same exact thing that Arena did with her business partner, because he posted the happy birthday sis. Listen, Jamie's full of shit. He's full of shit. He is the classic act. Like, he is the prime example of a man that does dirt, that has done dirt, treats their wife like shit, and then the moment that there is just even the idea or a hint of someone showing interest in her, or her showing interest in somebody else, or being praised in any type of way, he then takes that situation, magnifies it, like he makes it into a much bigger issue, to then try to compare that to all of the dirt that he's done, right? So it basically gives him a reason for doing and saying the things that he does and says. Like, Jamie, try that shit with somebody that really would believe and go with that. I didn't personally, if we even go with your example about the business partner saying happy birthday, sis, I'm confused about the issue. Did you find an issue with that? I'm very confused about the issue. These alleged text messages where he said that people were trying, or men was trying to get with his wife, or what he felt like was inappropriate. Keyword, he felt like they were inappropriate. This is the same person that felt like it was inappropriate for a business partner to post a picture of her saying happy birthday, sis. So this is the same person. So then text messages could have been like, somebody that she knew. And it could have been like, oh, hey, how you been? Or something like that. It could have been something strictly innocent, but he takes it because he has a guilty conscience and makes it into a larger issue. Mm-hmm. And he's able to get away with it because he screams. He has veins popping out of his neck. He's, got that thick Baltimore accent, and people are intimidated by it, I guess. I guess. So that's his thing. Okay, last thing that we wanted to talk about is this whole Ashley and Joy situation. This is exhausting. First of all, I don't want to talk about the Christmas Eve's party no more. Okay, we're kind of done. And I say we're done because it's just 2 years old, so it just seems so weird at this point. And I feel like it's very like black and white. What happened? Joy was dead ass wrong for coming into that lady's house and not speaking. And to me, Ashley should just stop there, right? I don't feel like that whole mean girl shit that she tried to do with, we brought y'all onto this show, you were supposed to thank us, like all of that bullshit, throw that out the window. To me, the biggest issue is you coming to my house and not speaking. That's my biggest issue. And we can fight off of that alone, because I feel like that's the ultimate disrespect. Then, to take it a step further, when Clifton and Quick met for lunch, what was that, in the premiere episode? And, Clifton tries to allude that Ashley's jealous of Joy. I mean, okay, girl. And I meant what I said. Okay, girl. All right, let's go with that. Foolish. And here we go again with Clifton and Joy, specifically Joy, showing up at a place without giving somebody the courtesy of letting them know that you're coming. So Ashley and Quick had a suite at their, I guess, hometown's basketball game.
Washington Wizards.
Okay. Y'all know I don't know nothing about sports. The Wizards. Okay? They had a suite. And they invited everybody. Quick said nobody responded to his text message. He also gave a verbal invitation to all of the guys when they were at the boxing ring or the wrestling ring. And he told the guys, he wanted everybody to get together. This is also where Quick was telling Black about what happened between Ashley and Joy and how there is tension there. And Clifton, to me, didn't make sense. I know, listen, stick up for your wife always, right? Like, I understand that, but I feel like in this situation, when he was talking to the guys, it didn't make sense because Quick is absolutely right when he was telling the story. Ashley did apologize multiple times. And this might not be a popular opinion and y'all might really disagree with me, but I honestly don't feel like Ashley did anything wrong with telling Alicia. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Alicia and Ashley grew up together. That's her best friend. Of course she's going to go tell her best friend. I feel like anytime you tell somebody something and you don't want nobody to know, you shouldn't tell you shouldn't tell anybody. If you don't want nobody to know a secret or whatever, then don't say anything to anybody. Because once you say something, you don't have any control on who they are then going to tell. Every friend that you got a best friend. Period. Unless it's your mama. And even our mamas be running their mouth because they got a best friend. Unless it's your mama or husband or wife, you know, what's said in the, you know, in the marriage is that's between you and your husband. Other than that, I'm sorry. I feel like I'm not shocked that she did it. What do I feel like it was wrong from a moral standpoint as far as like I tell you something and you're not supposed to say it? Would I have said something? No, I wouldn't have. But she apologized. She apologized multiple times. She also sent her a long text message, and that's what Quick was telling the guys. And then Clifton's whole point was he felt like that wasn't real. Like the text message wasn't real. Like it wasn't genuine. And I'm like, dude, what do you mean? So to me, the way Clifton was talking was like, you did it, so there is no forgiving. And I'm a firm believer you can't control somebody forgiving you. If you apologize, it's up to them to forgive. But I was getting the vibe from Clifton that it's already done and she's just not going to ever forgive her. So it is what it is. And if that's how y'all feel, then that's how y'all feel. But then stop coming around us. That's my thing. And I understand we're on a show, but this is yet again another Silva's event. This is their suite, and you're coming and you really feel the way about me. Now, Joy did send Ashley a text message. They did show it. I didn't read it because I don't care. Saying that she did want to talk. There was no apology or anything, but she said that she wanted to talk. And Ashley didn't respond. And I'm like, at this point, touche. Because you didn't respond to her text message. Before the game, Arena and Joy met up. And, you know, this is when Arena wanted to kind of give her advice or like kind of her perspective about how it doesn't look good with the whole Carmen posting your man and how it just, the whole optics of it all. But at the end of the conversation, they talked about going to the game. Arena asked her, was she going to come? She said she's been thinking about it. Clifton really wants to go. And she then makes a smart comment about how instead of people focusing on, I guess, Clifton and Joy and Carmen being a throuple, they should really be looking at Ashley and Alicia being finger twins or something something trying to allude that basically like either they're in a throuple with Quick or them two are messing around. I wasn't feeling that comment at all because why can't women have best friends and it not be sexual? That was weird. This is like really her homegirl. So I didn't like that and I felt like it was corny shade. Joy's mad corny to me and she proved that once they got to the suite and they got to the game. They did say a general hi to everybody in there. Ashley wasn't feeling it. But Jamie thought it was his position to stand up and be like, oh, y'all, like, are we all good in here? Should we all talk? And Ashley's like, no, we're not good. No, we're not. Because I was told that I was jealous of Joy. So Joy asked Ashley, like, hey, you want to step outside? Do you want to talk? They go talk outside of the suite. The conversation don't go anywhere, guys. It doesn't. Like, I feel like they both have a point when it comes to certain things. I understand Joy's perspective about the whole, like, you telling me that you brought me onto this show. Like, I didn't really like that energy. I get that, and that's Ashley being a mean girl. And I get Ashley's point about her coming in her house and not speaking. They just don't like each other. I think Ashley looks down on Joy. They just don't like each other. So it is what it is. What takes it to another level is Ashley gets loud. She is a mean girl. And she like, you know what? You and your man can get out of my suite. Y'all can leave. So they go back in. And then this is when now it's done changed the dynamics of this whole situation. Because as soon as they come back into the suite, Clifton then gets involved. Ashley did approach him first by asking him, like, so basically, what did you say? You feel like I'm jealous of Joy for what? What's the reason? And he leaned in and kind of got into her face and was like, I'm trying to figure that out. Or he said something like that. And all hell broke loose. And it was a to be continued. Whew, that was a lot.
They both foolish. This is just so simple. At the end of the day, Ashley apologized multiple times. George is being stubborn. I don't know if she's trying to create a beef because she knows she has no substance on this show. But George's being stubborn. I didn't feel like, to be honest with you, I don't know why Quick invited them. They should not have been invited because, come on, look at how things have been. Like, Quick, this ain't the place to try to play kumbaya and get everybody together. Like, especially with the animosity Ashley and George just had from that party. This ain't the time. So, Quick, you dropped the ball on that. And like what was said, like, I expected nothing more, nothing less of their altercation they had talking out in the hallway of the suite.
Right, they don't like each other. Let's move on.
And at the end of the day, Clifton did not live up to what he said to Quick about staying out of women's business because I guess Quick went down to the floor. Ashley comes back in the suite where Clifton and her, I guess, have a little chat about Joy, and Clifton pretty much brings himself in the situation by getting in Ashley's face. Can't really get out everything that was said, but I can see this. I felt like he said something sarcastic, but getting in Ashley's face, which now brings him in the situation, which will now bring Quick in the situation. So it's now a big mess.
Yeah, I hate situations like this. I mean, I will say this. I mean, when they came back into the suite, Ashley was loud and trying to, kind of step to Clifton, I guess, and was like, so like basically like what you say. But I just feel like as a man, it should have been like you trying to diffuse the situation and just be like, babe, let's just go. Like, let's just go. Let's try to do this at another time because Quick wasn't there. Right. And so I feel like, y'all, I hate situations like this on reality TV with the husbands then getting involved and kind of like, where is that line? No, I do not believe in women stepping to men. I don't. But at the same time, I damn sure don't believe in men stepping to women. And I feel like y'all don't know each other like that. And him leaning in, that gesture for me wouldn't have worked for me. But I also, Ashley, I don't got shit to say to Clifton. I ain't talking to fucking Clifton with his big ass. Like, I ain't got nothing to say to him. I'm dealing with you, the wife, Joy. This is who I have a problem with. I'm not dealing with him. So this was a to be continued episode. So we're going to see the aftermath of this, I'm assuming, on Saturday. Yeah, the show overall is kind of picking up. We have those little moments. I think that it still needs to gain some steam. I really do. But we're here, y'all. We're here. And I'm okay. This isn't the worst reality show on my list right now. How do you feel?
I'm just here right now. Like I said, I'm giving it a chance, giving it a couple episodes. So that's all I'm going to say. Yeah. And I'm saying this because we said to y'all that we was going to kind of see how it worked out. So far, we're going to keep going. We're going to ride it out with y'all because I think y'all have spoken. Y'all do watch this show. So we gonna roll with it. And while y'all are watching, y'all make sure y'all leave a comment in the comment section as well. Mm-hmm. We will be here to watch what happens in this to be continued thing. Hopefully Clifton and Joy just leave the press box. I mean, just leave. Like, you're not wanted there. But anyway, hopefully they do that. What about you? You have any parting words for our viewers?
Nope. Like I said, be on the lookout for Love is Blind coming soon. It premieres tomorrow night, but just give us some time to watch the episode because y'all know Netflix releases a couple of episodes a week. Mm-hmm. So we're going to get through that. I hope you guys have an amazing Valentine's Day.
Y'all be safe. Y'all enjoy the celebration tomorrow with your loved ones, even by yourself. Enjoy it. Cinema.
Bye.